Hey everyone, it is Sarita, your Chief Spiritual Officer, and today I am kicking off a new series called Fortunes with Florence. I am a big fan of Florence Scovel Shinn, and for those who are new to her work, Florence was a spiritual teacher and metaphysical writer in the early 20th century. She was straight, no chaser. I would say her style of sharing metaphysical works was really anchored in biblical principles. So she used a lot of biblical scriptures, but some of her affirmations have truly changed my life and my experience in how I show it for myself. And so I wanted to do a series where we explore her simple yet life-changing techniques and principles. So each week we will shine some light on Shin, and we will learn how to use the power of our spoken word to transform our inner and outer worlds. So today's Florence Fortune comes from her book, The Power of the Spoken Word. Peace and prosperity. Peace be within thy walls, and prosperity within thy palaces. In this statement from the 122nd Psalm, we find that peace and prosperity go hand in hand. People who are manifesting the appearance of lack are in a state of fear and confusion. They are not wide awake to their good and miss leads and opportunities. A peaceful person is wide awake. He sees clearly and acts quickly. He never misses a trick. I really love this little bit of fortune here because it's really simple. Peace and prosperity go hand in hand. And it reminds me of other Psalms, especially Psalms 23, leading me to green pastures. It shouldn't be so much labor and toil, but sometimes when life gives you situations that aren't the most ideal, it's easy for us to react to it from a place of fear. I've done it so much. And it wasn't until I started realizing that all of these things that seem so bad and so awful are just appearances, and appearances can change. One thing that I do if I'm feeling discouraged, overwhelmed, or just in need of more inner peace and in need of more spiritual healing, I'll go out and allow myself to be surrounded in nature. Go to a park, literally touch grass, go to a lake and watch all of that abundant nature and wildlife surround you. Let it fuel you with the energy that you need to know that there is no lack and there is absolutely nothing to fear, because everything has a purpose and everything has a season. And the other crucial thing that I want everyone to remember is that line: peace and prosperity go hand in hand. So look at people who seem prosperous, but they ain't got no peace. Whereas people who may not have a lot of material wealth, but they got so much peace. I'd much rather have the peace, but know that when you do have that peace, prosperity is not far behind it. And I think it's because your mind isn't cluttered. Even if you're upset or somebody pissed you off, like, my mom and I, not too recently, we had a disagreement and I was a little hurt. And I was on my way to the park, but I was like really mad, annoyed. I had just left this great, excited place and I was ready to go hit the park and meet up with my homegirl and do our walk and just do all this exploring. And it was really bothering me. So I took a couple of deep breaths. I spoke to my mom. We hashed it out. And then I went for my walk. And it was exactly what I needed. And even if my mom and I hadn't had that talk to hash it out, I would have still went on that walk because I was already going there because I know what my soul and my spirit needs. And a lot of us know what our soul and our spirit needs, but sometimes we just don't make the time for it. But it's really crucial that you put yourself and your spirit ahead of anything else that you have going on. So not only are you able to help other people, but girl, you can help yourself. And you got to help yourself first. I mean, as RuPaul always says, how in the hell can you love anybody else if you don't love yourself? So love you and stay in peace. Go out, touch grass. If you can't get out, what other things can you do that can bring you peace? Because again, peace and prosperity go hand in hand. So how can you bring out the prosperity that is just lying dormant within you if you are upset, discouraged, mad, frustrated, and pissed off, especially all the time? You got to shift it. And so some other ways that you can do that have worked for me: coloring, going bumper car driving. When I tell you the absolute, just the laughter, that energy that comes out from just bumping into somebody's car, I mean, it's so much fun. Anything that can take your mind off of your situation or the appearance of what is happening in your waking life will help you to overcome whatever that issue is. So do a new thing today, and remember that peace and prosperity go hand in hand. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to come back with another episode. Bye.